Indiana Fever make key Caitlin Clark decision after frustration over minutes restriction. Indiana Fever make key Caitlin Clark decision after frustration over minutes restriction originally appeared on the Sporting News. Add the Sporting News as a preferred source by clicking here. The Indiana Fever are changing their approach with Caitlin Clark. After the All-Star guard expressed frustration with how her minutes were managed during her return from a back injury, Indiana is adjusting its rotation ahead of Sunday's marquee showdown against the Las Vegas Aces. Clark is officially set to return to the lineup, but the Fever have made one important decision that could help her get back into rhythm much faster. Fever change plan for Caitlin Clark's return. Head coach Stephanie White confirmed Saturday that Clark will play against the Aces after sitting out Indiana's most recent game against the Phoenix Mercury. Clark will still be on a minutes restriction, with White saying she is expected to play between 20 and 25 minutes. However, according to Chloe Peterson of the Indianapolis Star, Indiana does not plan to use Clark in the same stop-and-start rotation that frustrated her during Wednesday's loss to the Los Angeles Sparks. Instead of playing in short bursts of just a few minutes at a time, Clark is expected to receive longer stretches on the floor, giving her a better opportunity to establish a rhythm offensively. It's a significant adjustment after Clark openly admitted the previous plan made it difficult to impact the game. Clark explained why the previous restriction was difficult. Clark returned against Los Angeles after missing 2 games with a back injury and spending nearly 2 weeks away from game action. She played just 16 minutes, finishing with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists and 1 steal in Indiana's 106-92 loss. Following the game, Clark didn't hide her frustration with the way those minutes were distributed. It's just really hard when you're playing 3 minutes, sub, out, 3 minutes, then you're on the bench, Clark said. It's really, really hard to get into a flow. For the most part, I got good looks, some of them went, some of them didn't. I probably didn't get to have a feel for the game as I usually do. It's just really, really hard for me to play in that scenario. For one of the league's highest usage guards, finding a rhythm is a critical part of her game, making Indiana's adjustment an important one. Fever need Clark at her best against Aya Wilson, Aces. Even with the revised rotation, Indiana will continue monitoring Clark's workload as she works her way back to full strength. Clark has averaged roughly 30 minutes per game this season, so Sunday's expected 20 to 25-minute workload represents another step toward returning to her normal role. The timing couldn't be more important. The Fever face one of their toughest tests of the season against an Aces team that enters the matchup 17-6 after dismantling the Phoenix Mercury 106-58 on Saturday. Las Vegas has also welcomed back 4-time MVP Aya Wilson, who has immediately returned to dominant form. Wilson followed a 32-point, 10-rebound performance against the Portland Fire with 21 points and 15 rebounds in just 25 minutes against Phoenix. Indiana hopes Clark's revised rotation will allow her to settle into the game more naturally and make the kind of impact the Fever need against one of the WNBA's premier championship contenders. After making her feelings known following her previous return, Clark will now get an opportunity to play under a plan designed to help her do what she does best: control the game from the opening tip until it's time to come off the floor.